So I'm going to take you through the profiles of each of the cardinals who will be in the electoral college after this August's consistory. The electoral college who will elect the next pope consists of cardinals who have not reached the age of 80. So it'll be an interesting time. Maybe one of these cardinals will be the next pope. Maybe there will be another consistory in the future. We don't know. But I suppose it's very interesting now to become familiar with these men who will be the next pope. Anyway, enjoy this. God bless. Take care. Please like and share this video and let me know what you think in the comments. Take care. Bye-bye. So the next cardinal we're going to look at is Cardinal Konrad Krajewski. And he is from Poland. So we're moving on here to episode 8. Cardinal Konrad Krajewski from Poland. He's 58 years old. So we're just going to go through his bio. As I said in other episodes, I'm using information from the Vatican's own profile and other information that's been curated on Wikipedia, for example, just to understand what are people talking about him, what is his leanings and so forth. So, Cardinal Konrad Krajewski, and he is the Apostolic Almoner. He was born in Łódź, Poland on the 25th of November 1963. So he looks after the charity work, funds for the Pope. And after his high school studies, he entered the Diocesan Seminary of Łódź in 1982. On the 11th of June 1988, after obtaining a degree in theology from the Catholic University of Lublin, he was ordained a priest. For 2 years, he carried out pastoral work in his diocese as parish vicar, first in Rusiec and then in Łódź. In 1990, he was sent to Rome to continue his studies at the St. Anselmo Theological Institute, and on the 5th of March 1993 obtained a licentiate of Sacred Liturgy from the same liturgical institute, and on the 10th of March 1995 a degree in theology with specialization in liturgy from the Pontifical University of St. Thomas. During his stay in Rome, he collaborated with the Office of Liturgical Celebrations of the Supreme Pontiff and was chaplain of La Sapienza University Orthopedic and Traumatological Clinic. He returned to his diocese in 1995, was Master of Ceremonies for the Archbishop and taught liturgy at the Diocesan Seminary and the Franciscan and Salesian Seminary, as well as the Warsaw Academy, having been appointed prefect for the Diocesan Seminary. In 1998, he returned to Rome and was appointed by the Office of Liturgical Celebrations for the Supreme Pontiff, for Pope John Paul II. And on May 12, 1999, he was appointed Papal Masters of Ceremonies. On August 2013, he was appointed Almoner of His Holiness and titular Bishop of Benevento. He received episcopal consecration on the 17th of September 2013, created and proclaimed Cardinal by Pope Francis in the consistory of 28th of June 2018 of the Diaconate of Santa Maria Immaculata al Esquilino. So he is a member of the dicasteries for promoting integral human development of divine worship and discipline of sacraments, Cardinal Commission for supervision of the Institute of Works of Religion, IOR. So that's his profile here on the Vatican website. What do we find here on Wikipedia if we go in here and look at it? Well, we're pretty much getting everything the same. Just gonna point out some things that are in the media which are good to know. On the 11th of May 2019, Krajewski climbed down a manhole cover in Rome Street to break a seal and switch back on an electricity supply to a building where 400 people were squatting, including 100 children, thereby restoring power and hot water, which had been without for 5 days. The squatters included migrants. Krajewski was criticised on Twitter by Matteo Salvini, the Deputy Prime Minister of Italy, for his action, but responded by telling the Italian newspaper Corriere della Sera, "From now on, I'll pay the bills. Indeed, I will even pay his," Salvini's bill. His remark in the Italian is in the paragraph beneath. Okay, And let's see. Krajewski received significant positive attention early May 2020 when he wired charity money for food to a group of transgender workers who had been left out of a job due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Krajewski expressed surprise at the attention given to his action as he defined it within his normal charitable works of the Catholic Church. Okay, I suppose. So he sent money to transgender sex workers. I suppose it's an interesting thing. Let's see where this comes from. Pope's Robin Hood wired money to struggling transgender sex workers. The Corona so when the coronavirus lockdown left a group of transgender sex workers in a beach town near Rome without work, they turned to the local Catholic priest to buy food. Okay, so we have a cardinal here in Rome giving money to a group of transgender sex workers in Rome, which I find very interesting. I'm not commenting on it, but it's amazing the connections and the ties and so forth. And I would just wonder, there's a lot of people needed money during the COVID era. A lot of people were left homeless and were left out of work initially. I mean, I'm talking about millions. Italy doesn't have the social security that other places have. There was a lot of undocumented people in Italy that were left. So it's strange that the transgender sex workers got money from the Catholic Church. But anyway, in March 2020, in response to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Pope Francis sent Krajewski a special envoy to Ukraine, along with Cardinal Michael Czerny, who is head of the papal office that deals with migration. Okay, so this is Konrad Krajewski. He hasn't a chance of ever becoming Pope. He simply doesn't have the leadership skills. He hasn't held a leadership position of any archdiocese. He is very much in line with Pope Francis, and there's no other way to put it. He just simply doesn't have even the theological, intellectual, or pastoral leadership to become Pope. If we look at Pope John Paul II and Pope Benedict, two intellectual, highly intellectual men who are, giants in their own field, even before becoming Pope, and Cardinal Konrad Krajewski simply doesn't have that. He masters of ceremonies in the Vatican never ever become popes. It just will not happen. So, who will he vote for in a conclave? Who would he go for? I would say Tagle. I would say he will continue on Pope Francis's reforms, promote them, help them, but he will never become Pope. Anyway, so this is episode 8, Cardinal Profiles, the next Pope, and Cardinal Konrad Krajewski from Poland. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.